From wooden to rock solid, from supermodel to national awardee, from hot to hotter to hottest, from the boy next door to yummy daddy. And this rock solid national awardee hot yummy daddy is none other than Arjun Rampal. Arjun, welcome to Starry Nights.
That's so sweet. Wow.
But so are you. Tell me, how would it be when you just entered the industry and people knew that you were a model and now you become an actor and they used to say, oh, he's so wooden. And now they say, wow, what a performance. You actually got the national award for best acting, you know. So how does this feel and how would it feel in those days?
Yeah, so first, I mean, just because a lot of supermodels had come in and unfortunately not had very auspicious, starts into our industry, we had gotten kind of stereotyped where everybody said that models can't act. That was like the one tagline that came with you, okay, which was this big burden on everybody's shoulders. And I think somewhere down the line, it also kind of made us stiffer and more conscious. I think so. You know, in retrospect, when I think about it, I think, yeah, man, it's their fault. It's not mine. Okay? And I don't disagree with what happened because, yes, we train ourselves differently when you're a model. When I saw the rushes of Moksh first, which Ashokji he showed it to me. I myself found myself stiff. It wasn't something which, you know, I did see that, but I couldn't figure out at that time. Maybe I was too young. I couldn't understand. Maybe I just felt that I was too conscious in front of the camera. And I felt that because I was working with Manisha, who's just a complete natural. And I was like, Baap re, you know, I'm dead. I mean, how is this going to happen? And
so at that time, did you feel that Bollywood is not for you, acting is not for you?
I loved doing it. I loved the process of it, but I was a bit... I knew I was not good at it at that point in time. I really did feel that there's a long way to go and there's lots to learn.
But you never thought that this is not for you?
No, I loved it too much for me to think that it's not for me.
And when did you think the changeover took place? When did you think that you came into your own as an actor?
Big change really came when I was doing Om Shanti Om. And at the same time, I was doing this film called The Last Layer with Rituparna Ghosh.
Yes.
And there were two totally
diametrically opposite, actually.
Yeah, and totally different filmmakers, you know, totally different sensibilities. One was this grand, mega, you know, blockbuster Bollywood opus, you know, and the other was to be shot in 30 days, you know, very, with Amit Ji, Rituda, very real, you know, very subtle, very understated, very, like, a lot of layers. And just to see both wonderful filmmakers, Farah and Rituda. And Farah's telling me, if you mumble, okay, nobody's gonna hear you. Okay, so we're like, ek chutki sindoor, ek chutki sindoor. And so I said, Farah, yaar, I mean, this is like, I mean, what are you doing? And she said a very interesting thing. She said, you're not understanding, Arjun, but I'm listening to my background music. You know, and when it's going to come in, it's going to be so loud, you know, that no one's going to hear you. And it syncs sound. So I did it. And it totally did not look like overacting.
Exactly.
But if you saw me doing it,
you would have thought that, oh my God,
mad. You know, like, I mean, he's done.
But a 30-second ad film or a 2-hour, 30-minute Bollywood film, what is now easier?
Both are difficult. 2 hours, 30 minutes is very long and 30 seconds is too short. but I would say a 2-hour, 10-minute film, a good film is...
And how do you define a good film? It's so difficult.
No, it's not. Actually, if you really are entertained right through it or are participating in it, you know, and you know you've got, you know, it's like a performance where you even like go onto a stage or onto a show and you're doing the same act maybe in different times, but you've kind of perfected it. And you know you're going to do this one move and you know everybody's going to cheer and everybody's going to clap. So when you've got a performance and you've got a film which is in complete sync like that, you know, where you get the reactions of the audience at that moment, which means that the audience is, you know, in with you. To get an audience in is, I think, a good film.
You know, when you have been a model, you started out as a model, you're always concerned about your looks. And you are such a good looking guy. So does that sometimes come in between your performance? Being too particular about your looks?
I don't know if it comes between my performance or not. Nothing comes in the way of my performance when I'm there. I'm not even worried about any of that. But I don't think like that. So, but maybe it comes in the way of people who watch it. I don't know.
They're watching your looks.
But I feel that happens for the first maybe. I don't know. You know, it's a very strange thing. A lot of people ask me that question. I really still haven't figured out how to answer it because it's very strange for me when people tell me that. You know, I'm like, go beyond. You know, go. And as I said, they cannot see all of that. If they start seeing that, then something is wrong.
Something is lacking.
Yeah, and something's not going right, and that doesn't feel very good. So you hope that they just get engrossed in your character, and then they go with it. So I think that's what's important to me.
Do you get conscious when acting with people younger than you?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
I don't get
Because
conscious.
they come from a different school.
Not really. I mean, you know, each one has their own approach. Finally, you're going to go and play a character, and that's human emotions. The human emotion doesn't change. Everybody feels bad. Everybody cries. You don't need a language. You know, if an emotion touches you, it touches you. If it's laughter, you know, love or pain or whatever.
When you're approached for a film, you look at the director, you look at the script, you look at your co-stars. In that order or in some other order?
First, I read the script and I decide that if I had to go into a cinema hall to go and watch this movie, if I wasn't in it, would I go and watch it? You know, that's the first thing that strikes me. Secondly is...
So if you were in it, you would definitely watch it?
No, I would
like
watch
to watch
it
your own
free
films?
anyways then. So,
but otherwise, you know, there are some actors who are very conscious about watching themselves on the screen. Are you one of them?
Yeah.
You don't like to watch yourself on the screen?
I see it once and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Then I have to let it go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, you get fidgety? You get...
I just get too nervous.
Why you start picking on your acting? Okay, this is not done rightly, or that is wrong, I could have done this better.
No, it's not that. It is just like, oh God, yeah, I've done it now. You know, you're not even looking at yourself. You're looking at everybody around you to see their reactions. And the thing is that, you know, there are certain times when you've done a scene or a part and there's so much that's gone on, you're stuck in that. You know, you completely have lost objectivity of, you know.
But are stars objective, actually, on a general level?
I can't speak for everybody, but I think
you are objective?
Yeah, I think so.
What gives you that impression that you are objective? If you could
because I
elaborate?
cannot end up enjoying it, you know, the way an audience should be enjoying it. I can't let go of it. There's so much constantly going on and saying, damn, I told them not to do this. Why have you used this shot? That continuity is off. I mean, I keep seeing everybody's work in it, just not mine, you know. And I don't end up enjoying the movies. So I have no clue if that's a good movie or a bad movie.
So then whom do you rely upon for understanding whether what you have done or what you have seen is a good film or a bad film?
Again, people who are very dangerous people. Okay, so my wife, for example, she's my biggest critic. And friends, some close friends who understand, I think, have a good... you know, sense of cinema, and of course my mom wishes to tell me good stuff, and so when I get a bashing from everybody else, I say, what do you think? All of them are idiots. You're the best.
And you said your wife is your biggest critic, so what has she liked amongst the films you've done?
Well, she loved Om Shanti Om. She liked The Last Layer. She loved Rock On.
The first part?
The first one. Yeah.
And the second part?
She thought it was nice. She thought it was good. She thought it was a nice attempt on the sequel, but she, I think, still preferred the first one. Because in the first one, when she saw it, I was so scared, and we got into the car. and she started crying. So I was like, oh my God, I was so
She
bad.
rated it so much.
Oh बाप रे, अब क्या होगा? इसे इतनी बुरी लगी, इतनी बुरी नहीं थी यार. So she said, no, no, this is the best work. I'm really proud of you. So she loved D-Day, and
So
yeah,
she doesn't seem to be your critic. I think she's liked all your work.
no, but I've done a lot more movies than this.
So then why don't name them? Some which she has hated. I want to know that. Which she was unforgiven.
She
forgiving
has ripped me apart because I've done this cameo in this film called Rascals, which was a David. Oh my God! Oh, I've got ripped for that. Yeah, and I said I swear I'll never do it again. I won't do stuff like that. But I mean, it's okay, you know. I mean, you've got to
Everybody
also
makes
go out.
mistakes,
Yeah,
yes,
you know,
exactly.
not mistakes. I don't think. I think, you know, nobody goes out there to make something bad.
Right.
Something sometimes doesn't turn out or doesn't appeal to certain people. But finally, each one has their own energy.
Arjun, you said nowadays everybody's a critic. How active are you on the social media?
Yeah, I mean, I think pretty decently. I'm not posting every 2 minutes, but yeah, when I have things to say, which I do.
And what do you think about stars who keep posting every 2 minutes, as you said?
Oh, don't follow them. Fill up your timeline.
You've been a film buff all your life.
Yeah, all my
You've always enjoyed films.
I've enjoyed.
Even as a student.
Yeah, as a child, since I was a
And
kid.
how good a student were you?
Yeah, I was pretty good actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Which school have you gone
I
to?
went to Kodaikanal International School.
And college?
So I got, if you want to know how good I was,
Yes.
I can boast now.
Yes.
I got like 89% in my
Wow.
12th grade. And
That's
then I
good. That's very good.
Graduated from Hindu College in economics. Honors.
Okay. So that means you like to read the papers, newspapers. Now, I'm talking about the current. Before I ask you general knowledge questions.
And newspapers I don't read.
You don't read at all.
Yeah, they're too depressing, those headlines. It's just too draining. Can you imagine starting your day with this has happened, trains gone, so much scam, so much this, you know, rapes happening around. I mean, it's too depressing.
Arjun, when a film releases, if it's successful, of course, you enjoy. When you get the reports that the film has not done well, do you take it personally?
Yeah, it's very disheartening. You know, you don't make a movie to sit and watch it at home, and obviously you made it for your audience, for your fans, you know, for yourself, you know, to have in your library of films that you've kind of been associated with. So yes, it does take its toll on you, but I guess, you know, you got, as you get more used to what our industry is about, you know, but when it goes really, really badly, yeah, it does hurt you. And if it is something that's special to you, then it does hurt you.
You tend to think that this review must be wrong, this journalist or this reviewer doesn't know his job. You tend to get into that mode for some time at least?
No. You tell this guy doesn't know anything.
Why just reviewing films? He's an idiot.
क्या है ये? क्या है? इसको कभी पिक्चर, इसको बना पिक्चर, बोलो पिक्चर बनाने. हाँ? No. I'm just kidding. You know, I used to read reviews, but there are very few that I read. Yours is one of them, for sure. Okay, and people who have made careers out of it. Whereas there's so many other reviewers without any background and just writing random stuff, you know. There's so many reviews, unfortunately, which I find sometimes are like personal vendettas upon people. Not
This is very
necessarily
wrong.
me,
Yeah.
but just I've read about other actors and other people's, you know, movies when they release, and you kind of come across something which is either on your Twitter handle or your, you know, Facebook handle, or or it's going viral somewhere, you know, but it all becomes about the sensationalism rather than, okay, this was the film, we went to watch it, this was our experience, and now it's up to you, you know, what you want to experience.
Arjun, how much time do you devote to maintaining your physique, looking good?
I only get fit on movie sets, actually, to be true. Okay.
So otherwise?
Yeah, otherwise I kind of take it easy and it's not good. But yeah, I do take it tend to take it a bit too easy, and then suddenly I was like, oh my God, I have to get back into it, and then I'm a complete extremist on that. But I have a very different kind of a regime.
Like what?
I love to play a lot of sport.
Okay.
So I play a lot of tennis. I run a lot. I love running. So it's a lot of functional training,
Okay.
which is like very cardiovascular, because I believe that that's more important. Also, I don't like to bulk up too much because I already have a big frame, and if I bulk up, then I look like a bodybuilder, and that kind of is restricting for me in my profession. So I like to be in a position where if I have to look normal, I can look normal, you know, and when I put my clothes on, I should look normal, and if I have to look ripped or big or strong, you know, whatever, then I can do that too.
Without much effort, in the sense
Yeah,
you can.
yeah,
get
don't
into
go
the
that
skin of
far
it.
away from it. So about 3 weeks, and then that's okay.
Do you plan your career actually?
It happens with the kind of films that come to you. You can't plan it because you don't know what the other guy is planning. So, you know what I mean? So you don't know, okay, the script is being made and they might be thinking about you. I think after a point, people just, when they write a script, either you are in it or you're not in it. You know, they're already writing it with somebody in mind. Or if it comes to you, even as an afterthought, it's going to come to you on that level. You can't really go out there and know who's doing what and what's being written and what's happening and what's not. So I think the best way to plan it, which is what I kind of intend to do now, is to create your own content in a way, you know, where you know, okay, fine, these are the kind of films I'd like to do. You know, these are the filmmakers I'd like to work with, and then you discuss that with them, and you say, when you have something like that, then we'll do something.
So you
together.
wouldn't mind going out and asking for work? That's what you mean to say?
No, I'm not asking for work. I'm telling them what to do.
Okay, so you produce, basically produce.
No, I
films.
won't produce it necessarily, but I would say that I would be interested to
In
do
this kind of-
something like that.
And just to play safe, because your wife is your biggest critic, you run every film that you're going to sign by her?
No,
This is the story
I
idea.
don't. I don't,
No?
because she's terrible at making choices.
Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing any films then. But I think it's best when you choose a film, you don't.
You go by your own hunch.
Yeah, because what's going to happen is, if that film goes wrong, and if that person was involved in making that decision, you're going to make that guy's
Life
or
miserable.
person's life miserable and say it was your fault. Okay? And if it does well, then
You
you're going
take
to
all
give
the
all the credit to that person. So I think the best thing is to make that
You
decision
be responsible
yourself.
for your own actions.
Yeah.
Arjun, we've got a set of rapid fire questions for you. So the first set of 5 questions you have to answer only in yes or no.
Oh God.
No, they're not
I
difficult.
can say God?
Did you ever want to quit Bollywood?
No.
Have you used your looks to get away with something?
No. No, no.
So you're not aware that you're a good-looking guy.
I don't know what my expression is at that point in time. So.
Do you think that there are any pitfalls of being good-looking?
No.
Have you lied to your wife recently?
Sure, yes.
Have you ever played Rajneeti?
Yes.
Wow, I like your honesty. Now, these set of 5 questions, it's only a one-word answer. What makes Arjun Rampal rock on?
Music.
One actor you are insecure of.
Nobody.
One crazy thing or the craziest thing you've done for Meher, your wife.
Got married.
So you did it for her, not for yourself, huh? Arjun Rampal, better husband or better father?
Father.
And these 4 questions are what ifs. So, what if? You can elaborate. What if you had 3 aankhein?
I'd be Shiva.
What if you were a Khan?
I'd be very rich.
For sure. But you are very rich now also. What if you had an extramarital affair?
I wouldn't talk about it.
What if a male co-star hit on you?
He'd get hit back. By me.
Acha, good you clarified. Arjun, it was great talking to you. We've got a small certificate for you.
Oh,
I hope you like it.
Thanks, great.
Please read it.
Gabru issued for being the hottest hunk in town. Chart 007. How lovely. Thank you. That's it. I'm the Gabru.
And we've got a small hamper as a token of our appreciation for you
So
being
sweet.
here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Anu.
Thank you.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Mohan.
Thank you very much.
Amit ji is sitting there, drunk. Siddharth, how is it going to be real? He says, take anything, but it won't be real. Let me do the shot. The best way to deal with a character is not to approach him the way it's written. Even Farah said it. She said, "What? Something is different in you." हाँ, क्या किया उसने तेरे साथ उधर?